The Rudest Book Ever by Shwetab Gangwar. By Shwetab Gangwar. By Shwetab Gangwar. Recently, I bought this book just by seeing the author's name, and also the name of the book attracts anyway. Shwetab Gangwar is an Indian YouTuber who is broadly known for his YouTube channel Men Sutra. This person is very significant in problem solving and a mentor to hundreds of thousands of people. He speaks about generic men problems like porn addiction, procrastinating habits, lacking time management, people living without principles and rules. This book first got published in 2019 and within a few days got very popular among the people. The book is filled with advice about how to deal with problems with your principles and perspective. Humans face tough times in our lives, and to be honest, life always makes it hard, but that's the game. With our own rules and perspective, we have to deal with those problems and have to own it. Our team, Technical Stories, was working with sleepless nights, constantly reading this book again and again to absorb best summary possible for its viewers. So, without wasting more time, let's describe this book in my view. You are a product. After we're born, we get divided by the learnings and surroundings. People get two types of learning, what to think or how to think. People are taught in a manner and we set those in our brains as facts and we grew up with those. This is known as what to think. And this learning is called factual learnings, which don't allow us to think freely. How to think allows us to experience sudden things and based on that make our principles and perspectives that eventually help us to deal with problems, also make ourselves prepared to face the challenges of our world. We are raised by our parents and parents also belong to that set of rules. And one wrong perception is parents cannot be wrong. Humans are products and our brought up determine which kind of product we are going to be. You know you want to be special. Who doesn't want to be a social media prodigy? Everyone of this era is seeking some attention and acceptance from others, which leads them to question themselves. We often forget that being special doesn't mean that we should have hundreds of thousands of followers or a group of people laughing hysterically on our jokes. Speciality is not given, it's earned. The concept of being special has always been wrong for at least this generation of people. If you think you are special by born, that is wrong, and also vice versa. It means one does not simply become special or unspecial from just being born. You have to prove yourself by showing what you are capable of. Achieving something that you think you won't be able to or creating something with your dedication and proper intuition makes you special. The acceptance that we earn from people is not everlasting. It will fade away because the world always replaces positions with someone who becomes an ideal model of those performances. So better not to be reliant on others' verification and we should have more practical expectations from our world. Because only then we become more self-reliant and things work out. What rejections do to us. Just like success, failure and others, rejections are a part of our life. You are going to get rejected by the things you desire and human being is full of desires. It is very mainstream that we don't always dare to meet our desires and therefore rejection strikes. From the beginning, we are taught that rejection is something that makes our life go ruin, and it mostly happens when we are living our teen period. We are full on emotion and testosterone, which tells us that we should die but not get rejected. Whereas rejection is a normal thing we all experience in our life. The worst part is deciding based on getting rejected. Some think themselves of a loser and lose interest in life while others try to prove the world that they are not losers and rejecting them was a big mistake which is wrong too. Yes, that's wrong too because the world does not revolve around a person and proving to the world means nothing at all as long as the person is doing nothing for themselves. People are weird. Everyone lives in a society and we often have expectations from our surroundings. Expectations are created from understanding and knowing someone. For example, a person expects a tiger to attack him because he knows and understands the behavior of that tiger and expect nothing different from it because of its nature. But humans are different. Humans seem to be complicated about their behavior and nature. Two football players can break each other's legs while playing, and the next thing you will see that they are hugging each other after the match. So, how do you explain this behavior? Knowing something and understanding something is different. You can gain knowledge based on information and examples, but people do unique behavior, and coping up with that requires understanding. That is why humans are weird. They don't follow a certain way of behavior and acts as their will. Do failure mess you up? Failing is also a part of life, but we get screwed by it. There are some reasons. Our society loves to portray traditional winning. In traditional winning, society crowns the winner and neglects the loser. And from there, people who fail, they lose interest in life. And some of the worst outcomes humans get from that. Coping mechanism, fear of failure, and not participating anymore, convincing mind that I am mediocre and playing it safe. The coping mechanism works like failing on exams and be cool with it, and make thyself a matter of entertainment. And people often blame their work for their lack of interest, as they don't love what they do. But that's a bluff. We don't need love or obsession for sorting it out. The hunger for money, power, and establishment makes us do it. Finding love can be a pain for real. When we are teens, we find the most difficult and complicating thing is finding love and dealing with it. At the teenager, our brain is under development and emotions drive us. We often get rejected, and from then, our perception for boys or girls changes to something else. Here comes the Instagram influencers, models, social media relationship experts, and they sell us bullshit and try to put us to victimhood as it helps to grow their business. Also, our seniors, only based on age, do the part of personal experts and imply dumb logic which also affects us. From all this, we make a perception about our partner and do fantasize about future love, which makes life miserable because of not getting what we wanted. How yourself dies. You work for a company, the boss doesn't like your way of creating an article, your family doesn't agree with your views about life, your girlfriend or partner doesn't want you to go for a vacation in Kasol instead of Goa. These things, these disagreements and obstacles kill individuality. This is where soul dies. To prevent all these, you need to be strict about your principles and your own set of rules. What makes you happy and choosing satisfaction over happiness? Happiness and satisfaction are two different things and often mix them as we don't even know which things makes us happy and doing what gives us satisfaction. Not like that makes us happy can't be the reason for our satisfaction. In general, if someone wants to know what gives us happiness, we often say big cars, loads of money, lavish lifestyle and all. But the thing is this enough for self-satisfaction, or does these things have not any relation at all? These answers come when we go deeper into self-realization. We go with the flow of this world. While competing then, we often forget our individuality and goes for the wrong one. Someone may find working till dead very satisfying, while another may be waiting to retire in his 40s and setting up for vacation. Peace of mind and happiness are correlated but not the same. Drinking 300 milliliter of whiskey may give you happiness, but the consequences not be satisfying at all. True satisfying people. We all live our own life, and focusing on satisfying ourselves should be our priority. People seek acceptance from others, and that is why we are always on the verge of making them happy with whatever we do. That's dumb actually, as people won't be always there praising our works regularly. A nation. You are a nation on your own. Things like desires, tendencies, and urges works as terrorists within you. Your moral code and principles are your set of constitutions, and ego works like against the party, where self-control as the security forces. The combination of all these makes you a nation. Heroes suck. People you follow or think them as an idol may have variation in their character, as they are just like us, humans. They do have flaws, and just because they earned success in their respective career, following them would be beneficial for you. Admiring is what we should do, but not following, because the path is different. Lastly, the author suggests that apart from building principles and constitution for own self, we should also focus on things like dealing with pain and have a mindset of solving problems of our own, which makes us proficient. And also focusing more on own than on others, and stop comparing own life with others' life. You are nor inferior to anyone, neither superior. Everyone is on their own, and only competition that matters is competing to make themselves better. Technical Story is decided to create one such videos every month if we get 1000 likes on this video. Thank you guys, hope you people like my video. Subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell icon to get notified about other updates.